Well, someone at Netflix has completely and utterly messed up. This was put onto the Netflix Facebook page and has now been removed. I have a feeling that someone wasn't meant to release this, but the Power Rangers Once and Always trailer has just dropped, and oh my god, has it just hyped things up for me so much that it is literally around about 3 in the morning. Good old Netflix. So over here, Longtando Ranger, I'm sorry, it's so late in the morning. This trailer dropped and we're going to go look at it. We can't play any of it because copyright, which is a thing which you kind of think you drop because this is a huge thing. So we're going to go with it with most stuff and we're going to see it. So remember this scene? Oh, I think you do. People turned around and said that this was a fight in the past. Anyway, so yeah, I was right about that one. That video is going to come out soon. So this is a really nice aerial shot. Can we get... Is that going to be a bit too much? I don't know. Anyway, so here is a really nice shot of Robo Rita. Now, I will say that even though she is scary, even though that she is a force to be reckoned with right now, yeah, I don't know. Like, it's definitely CGI, like definitely all CG. Again, very different. And I love the fact that after all these years, I found a new body. We don't know who's going to make this. Could it be Scrozzle? Could it be someone else? But it's all CG, and obviously the putties aren't, all the golems. One thing has really gotten me because we saw so many things about the whole like death of Trini. How was it going to happen, etc., etc. And we finally found out, and I'm shocked. So the Rangers, obviously Billy and Zach, you know, obviously it's not an old battle. They've got like the updated stuff for the suits. But when they're like, oh, Rita, no, it can't be. We see, I think, where is it? I want to see it. So yeah, this is the part here where, at the time of this recording, the actual trailer has dropped from Netflix. They have put it on the official Twitter page. But you can see that this is Robo Rita. She's really menacing, to be fair. And I've got to give them kudos. As much as it looks a bit out of place, I actually generally kind of think it looks really kind of cool. Scary, but cool. But when she says it's time for revenge and everyone's fighting, we see here that she's going for Billy. She's going for Billy and then Trini. So this is, we now know, where is it? So we now know that this is Trini, and I'm all for lost for words, because even when you see a quick clip of them here, they're looking down. There goes Trini. And it's literally, she's taken a massive chunk out of this land thing. Again, obviously because it's a shot that we see here. You know, obviously it's not would have grown, you know, that quickly. But just seeing all of this here, I'm kind of shocking. And this here, this is something that we've never seen in Power Rangers whatsoever. When she goes, she killed mom. That's nothing that we've never seen. I don't think we've seen the word killed, which obviously means that this is for the adults. It's weird. Don't ask me why. It's just one of those weird things. But I like this whole thing where Robo Rita is just kind of there, and I love the fact of what they're trying to do with the entire whole like with the story. So I think this part here, it's like, you know, they're talking about the Ranger business. I'm not a big fan of that one in a way, because it feels like they're kind of putting it to a side saying, this is Ranger business, this is us. But I think what I kind of really like is, I think it's somewhere here. Or it might, yeah, it's coming up actually, where we see inside the house. Okay, the command center here, not a big fan of. I just think it looks really, really out of place. Like, I feel like they could have spent a bit more time on the command center. Like, I generally think that they could have spent more time. It just feels really out of place. Even when we look at the original one back in the 90s, it at least set the scene, and they did it well. I think it's just because it doesn't look very well with the aesthetics, with the background and stuff. It just stands really out. But I love the fact that they're creating a time portal, and Rita's going to go back in time and kill the Rangers before Zordon chooses them. That to me is something amazing, that we're getting time travel. Now, if they do it correctly, and it means other scenes are coming up, and I'm going to be making a ton of these videos because there's so much in this trailer to unpack that there's not much. But obviously this scene here, and I knew I was right, where they're looking over. We saw the promo shots coming up originally, and I knew that they were looking at Robo Rita. But people were like, nope, 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 it's not. But looking at, again, like, it looks a bit out of place, and I think they could have spent a bit more time trying to make Rita at least look like she was part of the background. Like, when we see the two main bad guys coming up, we'll see something different. But here is the portal device, and we see the devices, like we see the Rangers in there. So again, maybe some do get shrunk down, that they need the power of the Rangers. I've got a feeling it's the power of the Rangers that they do. And then obviously they teleport away, and we see Min. She's just looking at like what's going on. I really love that they actually have her photo there, and again, like a mom thing. I think this is really, really cool. Like, I like it. We do see coming back a full shot of the command center, and again, we are going to see Zordon come back. We know he's coming back. It's interesting because the way that we saw the photo originally, it was over here, and it looked like it was all over the place, but we all know that Zordon's going to come back. Okay, so for some strange reason, the computer decided to not record the sound, but carry on. So one thing I really like is it says it's the Bandora protocol initiating early in the morning. And I kind of really like this because it feels like every single Power Ranger is now going to come and rush over and stuff like that, and that's what I'm really, really looking forward to. Maybe we will see something like the Rangers. I highly doubt it at the moment, but I really like it says Bandora Protocol. I'd laugh if these numbers meant something, but I love the fact that you've got the Astro Megaship, Reefside, Coral Harbor, Turtle Cove, and there's probably a lot more that we're going to see. But I love the fact that you see the Rangers just come in. Now, each person this is, I think, interesting because they're paying homage to Austin St. John, where he is a firefighter. And if you don't know, that Austin became a firefighter after he left the series. So I like the fact that everybody is kind of back. And then obviously this will be another part where they start talking and Alpha gives them the power coins. Hopefully they'll say, oh yeah, the Morphe Masters gave it back. So it's going to be really, really interesting. I can't wait. Now, this was a big thing. I thought that it was going to be Billy in lead, which we've seen all the promo shots. Maybe it still is, but seeing Zach here, like taking the lead, really liked it. Don't really like this though. It looks really, really weird, and I kind of wish they just used the original and just upscaled it a bit. I think that would be kind of cool. But seeing the Rangers kind of come in, I love this sort of teleport effect. I would have loved it if they had the original and kind of recreated it, but obviously with upgraded powers comes upgrading teleporting. So kind of really like this. Now, the two main bad guys is basically Minotaur and Snizzard. Don't know why they chose those two out of all of them, but maybe they thought, hey, it's cool. Maybe they chose it from a hat. But I generally like this, like looking at their kind of costumes, perfect. I want to know what's going on. I don't think Bryan Cranston's going to come back and voice Minotaur. If he did, I'd be very surprised. But we can see there's more fighting. Now, this is the one thing that I thought is like, you want to fight? You got it, which is reference to Jason. But obviously they don't. It says like, you got one or something. But yeah, is it like, you got one or whatever. I really like the fact they're in the city. This is a fantastic shot. So I'm currently play it. This is a fantastic shot. I can't like say it's not. I like the fact they've got it. This obviously is reference to the very beginning where we see the fight going on. I'm just excited. Again, we can see Aisha and Adam. They're probably going to turn around there and talk a bit. And then we see the putties attacking people in the city and the Rangers doing their thing. This is absolutely fine. Now, one thing I did laugh at is this. I thought that these were Tangers, but one thing is Robo Rita right here. I thought that it was just going to be CGI, but they've obviously kind of like kept it normally, which I really like. So they've got a actual suit for it. Again, I don't know why they're using a lot of CG. It's not really my kind of thing in this one, but I generally really like it and thought it's a really fantastic kind of suit, and maybe we will see Robo Rita much later on, but for this one they've made it looks really nice. And then we get obviously more of the fight scene just here. Now I like the fact that they rebuilt and redid the juice bar. I thought this was kind of an interesting one. I would have had it a little bit more kind of run down, because obviously it's been 30 years, but obviously whoever's looking after it now is doing the right thing. But obviously it's very reminiscent of the actual like area. Obviously some things are way going to be completely different, or it looks a lot smaller. Could be a whole aesthetic thing where they want you to kind of think like when you were younger everything looked really big, where this one obviously doesn't. But I love it when he says like, messing with this place, you've got the wrong idea, and you just got a ton of putties. And again, it looks very kind of like in a room of Hasbro or something. So I think like maybe you could have rented out a building and redone it. It just feels a little bit kind of claustrophobic, but I'm interested to see what's going on. Now here is obviously we've got the actual robot suit, so I'm wondering why we've got CGI compared to normal. So I really like they've done this. And again, more like Kimberly, Kat leading everyone out there. But yeah, I love this kind of fight scene, this kind of leading up. We got more fighting. Now there was one scene. Now there is this person falling. We don't know who it is. I would laugh if that was Kimberly. I doubt it would be, but it could be Min. It could be anyone. I'm gonna kind of maybe say Kimberly. Who knows? But one thing I generally kind of really like is the fact that they've redone the dinosaurs in the same sort of style as them running. I will say this, and I will say it now. If Hasbro can do this, and the 2017 film couldn't do it, what the fuck were you doing? Anyway, this to me is a really, really nice scene. I think it's a nice one. I think, yeah, it looks absolutely like kind of stunning. So it's nice seeing it. I think they took the Hasbro like Zap Megazord, kind of used the 3D designs, and then we see the kind of Megazord all formed using the power sword, and it says like once and always. And then we go into kind of Walter and Min talking about it, so we know that she's at the command center, and then that's it. I really am excited about this. I am really happy that they've done it. I feel like this is a fantastic thing. I am hyped. This, I think, is possibly the right time. I know that we weren't going to get it. Like, it could have been like a few days later, tomorrow, whenever you kind of see this. But I'm really super hyped for this. This, to me, is absolutely fantastic, and I cannot wait. What are your thoughts on the trailer? Let me know down below in the comments. And if you like this sort of content, hit like, favorite, comment, and subscribe if you want to help the channel grow, and you want to do that would be absolutely fantastic. But if you want to help it a bit more, then you've got the channel memberships. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there, and I'm going to go jump into another video. Thank you very much for watching and listening, and I will catch you in the next video.
チャンネルをサポートしてくれてありがとうございます。チャンネル登録、高評価お願いします。以下のリンクから商品を入手することができます。